Hello there. Good morning, happy Monday. Let me get this adjusted correctly. We are almost live. It's a good start, right? Hope everybody had a really nice weekend, beautiful day yesterday for Mother's Day. Happy Mother's Day to all the moms and all the people celebrating yesterday. I am Eliza Babcock. I am the listing agent at this home, 405 Holly Glen Drive in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. We are in the Hunt Tract. So we are in a very exclusive section that is sort of within the confines of Barclay Farm, but it is a custom home on a huge lot. I can't wait to show you. And it's not tract development. So this section is a little bit older. There are some original homes, there's some beautiful multi-million-dollar homes, there's everything in between. And I'm looking out right now at one of the biggest side yards I've ever seen here. I can't wait to get you guys out there. It's a beautiful day today. But I'm getting ahead of myself. So I am the listing agent. This is a virtual tour. Thank you so much for joining us this way today. We did have an in-person open house on Saturday. It was very well attended. Currently we do have an offer on this home, so it's looking pretty good. We don't want to wait too long here. I don't know if there will be an additional in-person event this weekend or not. Too soon to tell. This home is currently listed for sale. We are at $725,000 to purchase, and we are also available to rent for $4,500 a month. I will say that we are still mainly focused on a sale just for the first week and a half, 2 weeks or so, and then we will turn our attention more seriously to rentals. If you are interested in renting, don't delay in getting a showing and get an application together for us, just so that we know that you're out there and what that would look like. So again, I'm at 405 Holly Glen Drive. We are in the Hunt Tract. Sometimes people think of the Hunt Tract more as like Kay and Munn, but the truth is Sherry, Holly Glen, Pam's Path, all of these streets that sort of connect Old Barclay with New Barclay are Hunt Tract land. And this is a magnificent opportunity. We are priced competitively. This is a nice big home, and it has what we used to refer to as an in-law suite. It is a first floor primary suite. That is really hard to come by here. Cherry Hill sort of cracked down on people building those types of additions a little while ago, and so we're just sort of working with the ones we've got. It does not have a kitchen. I don't think you can still do a kitchen, but it's got its own living space, bedroom, full bath, main floor. So we are gonna get started. We're in a 4-bed, 4-bath home. There is a 5th bedroom opportunity, and there's a huge basement that I'm gonna take you into. This is very much like an open house. You just ask questions in the chat as we go. Someone trying to come in the house. Someday they'll understand virtual tour versus open house, but not today. We are at about 3,000 square feet. That does not include the basement, and I am unsure if it includes the very top 3rd floor or not. We'd have to look into that, but this is a big home, and it's got lots to offer. It is a blank canvas. So I know I get really excited thinking about what I would do. I hope you guys get the same feeling as we go through today. You can ask me questions in the chat. So if this is your first time attending and we are live, just tell me what you want to know. I'll do my best to answer. If you're watching this later, we do post it permanently on YouTube and Facebook. You can just send us a DM. We'll get you that. If you need the disclosure, measurements, anything like that, just send a DM. I will say we did a Matterport 3D scan of this home. It is so helpful. Being able to go into that, it's called dollhouse mode, and really play with the layout and look at how it's put together is immensely helpful. So please use that. We provided it for you to hopefully help you understand the space, just given that it's a custom home. So I think we're gonna get started. Let's turn it around. Got the right button. Look at that. Starting this out so well today. And I'm going to take you to the front door. There is a robin building a nest on that wreath. She hates me, but I want to show you the view out the front. Oh, there she goes again. So this is the view out the front door. We are tucked back on Holly Glen. This is sort of it's a loop. Both ends of Holly Glen connect with Sherry Way, which is the sort of the straight line connector. Excuse me, my voice. Let me show you how pretty this is out here. And it's quiet. There's there's no traffic. You're only driving on this street if you're going to this street. And off to my left, we can't quite see it yet, is the huge side lot. It's practically, well, it is a double lot, but it's practically an acre. And then you enter in through this covered front porch. I'm gonna let Mama Robin continue working uninterrupted for the rest of the tour. And so we are in a foyer here. I'm just giving you a quick lay of land. Basement, this is back towards dining and kitchen. Living room over here, and I want to show you the height. I'm guessing, and I would need a measuring tape. I don't even know if my measuring tape would go. It's got to be 20 some or 30 some feet all the way up there. And upstairs is really cool. There's like this balcony style hallway, very like catwalk. I'm just imagining the theater productions my sisters and I would have put on with that. Very Romeo and Juliet. And this is the first room you're going to come upon. This is the formal living room. There is not a single light on in this room. Everything you're seeing is beautiful natural light. These are brand new hardwoods just put down. They are gorgeous. Real hardwoods. They're not laminate, not LVP. And these were put down in this room and the adjoining dining room. But what a space here. This is a big room. You have so many options on how you approach this space, whether you're using it to watch TV, keeping it a bit more formal, totally your choice. You can see into the dining room there through that. It's like a triple wide doorway. And there's built-ins on two sides. So one over here, they match. I love the way there's sort of that inlaid doorway, and then those jut out just a little bit. I don't know if I can get both. Yeah, I can almost get both in the frame. Look at how pretty that is. I wonder if I stand right in the middle. Oh, gorgeous, right? So again, you have lots of options. You have a ton of natural light. I love the natural wood trim. All of that has really come back in with sort of like the boho and mid-century tendencies today. For a long time, everyone was painting that white, and you could absolutely do that. That's your style. If you're going like black and white farmhouse or more classic colonial, you could paint all of this white, but I am loving the natural wood look. Really good stuff, right? And again, go look at the Matterport 3D, ask me for the floor plan, I've got it. The floor plan is really handy too, but the dollhouse mode is my favorite thing in the world because you can sort of sit and twist it and manipulate it and look at the way these spaces fit together. This is a huge dining room, absolutely massive. I think it's as big as the living room. They've easily got a 10-seater table in here. It could be even bigger. So if you're someone that likes to entertain or have visions of this being like the meeting spot for the family or friends, look at this opportunity. Tremendous hosting potential here. And I love how wide that doorway is because then you're just sort of flowing between the spaces. It's like, oh, come sit and eat, go out there, relax. It's just so lovely. This spring, I am losing my voice if I talk for even 1 minute. These allergies are going to kill me, so I apologize for my raspy voice. Really good stuff here. And again, like, you know, neutral tones, wood tones. This is like the stuff dreams are made of if you have wanted to really personalize a space. And it's big. It's not too big. It's not like unmanageable big, but it's big, big. And again, those hardwoods are coming right into this room. I would just have so much fun in here. Now, the side yard is where most of the land is here. Public Records has it at 7 something acres. I have to say, I feel like it's an acre. I am not a surveyor. It feels so big that I have questions. Now, here's the kitchen. We've had a light refresh in here that went a long way. I really love these cabinets. So you can see it there. It's a beautiful cabinet. If you wanted to simply update these appliances, I think this kitchen would be looking very modern, very quickness. And it's not like a massive kitchen, but it is nice and big. And there's this, hold on, let me back up here. There's a big 4-top table here that you could certainly put something smaller. You could do a bistro set. If you wanted to do everyday dining in here, that is a nice size to have. But it's good to know that this kitchen easily accommodates that without impacting sort of the workability of the kitchen. I think it's great. And you've got a lot of storage. There's like pantry style storage over here. Cabinets go up nice and high. Ton of countertop. Look at all that countertop space. Window over the sink, one of my faves. And you're looking at all this beautiful greenery. It is so bright outside today, but look at what you've got right out the window there. Really good stuff. And attached to this kitchen and the dining room via 2 doors. So these are sliders and then there's French doors over there. An absolutely massive 3-season room. And having been here in both cold and hot times, this room doesn't really get that cold or that hot. It's very much sheltered. These are nice, it's a nice wood floor here. You could absolutely turn this into a 4-season room, but the idea I personally had was to finish this, bring the floor up, and do like a luxury kitchen renovation that spans all the way out into here. And you've got the space. I mean, this is a ton of square footage, and it's so much easier to start off of a building block like this. Can you imagine just like the kitchen sort of continuing out here? You could even like pop the ceiling up into like a vaulted ceiling. If you can't tell, I am excited and filled with ideas when I'm in this house. And then also to be able to connect in that way too would just be so amazing. You don't have to. The kitchen is big and lovely. This is just an option. This is just to get wheels turning, because that is part of my job here. So let's do it. I mean, it's exactly what I would do. Can you imagine? Tell me if you can sort of like, if you can just like see it the way I can. And it's just 1 step, so you just float that up. Or leave a step down. I mean, there's kitchens with step downs. That's the staircase up. We're back in the kitchen just to keep you guys oriented. Great kitchen. And the hardwood's in here too. Now, ones put down recently, they're not exactly the same. They're a little bit older, but you can barely tell the difference. And then, all right, so I told you about this before, just to give you guys a shot of where we are. That's the dining room's out there. We haven't gone upstairs yet. It's out there. We are in what was once upon a time called an in-law suite. The good news is it doesn't have to be for an in-law. I mean, this can be your primary suite with your very own sitting area, your very own deck, slider with a small deck. That's not even small. I mean, it's smaller than other ones I've seen, but this is actually a completely normal sized deck now that I'm looking at it. But how nice to have this space. You can set up your own like sitting area if you wanted to put a table out here. And then you've got a full bath and a bedroom. Look how pretty this is. This looks out at the front of the home. Big bedroom. You can easily do a king size bed. Lots of furniture in here. They don't have much in here right now. Nice big closet right here. So this is one of the 4 bedrooms that we're counting. But again, remember I said there's a very obvious 5th bedroom opportunity. So there's 3 upstairs, there's this one, and then I'll show you where the 5th opportunity is. Now, this is a door. So if there's a situation where you've got someone living with you, they'd like a little bit of independence, they can come in and out without going through the front door, which again, we don't get a lot of these. And there's a door that closes to both the kitchen and the hallway. So you can close this off, seal it off. Someone can really have their privacy and independence here on the first floor. Outside access, that's huge. So both the deck and the exterior door. And then they've got a full bath right here. Nicely renovated. I love the blue. Very accessible. So that was a question I was getting, is like, you know, if someone had an assistive device, is this accessible? Yes, I think it absolutely is. Everything's nice and wide. Can get through that doorway just fine. Sometimes when there's like something right here, you actually can't really get in, but that is not the case here. So guys, if you've got a multi-generational situation, if there's an adult kid living with you, if you need first floor living for just accessibility reasons, this is a solution that we do not find ourselves with all that often. So this is worth serious consideration. And it's good space. Now, if you don't need this guy office, make this the family room. Like it doesn't have to be set up this way, but it's so nice that it is. Any questions? Go ahead and shout them out in the chat. Hope everybody's doing good. Sorry, I just blipped there. All right, so we've done the downstairs. That's a coat closet right there that I kind of skipped by. We haven't gone to the basement yet, but we're gonna go upstairs. Let's do it. So it's a nice big staircase. Look at how pretty this is coming up. So we've got this grand foyer. Let me show you down, all the way down to the front door there. Like I said, had I grown up in this house, theater production every day on this balcony. We're gonna go to the primary suite first, the upstairs primary. So you saw the downstairs primary. And this thing is big. You've got your own balcony. This house has balconies and decks galore. It is so nice. Look at this opportunity. Really good. Nice new carpet up here. I love this window looking out at the front of the home. Remember, floor plans and Matterport 3D are available, so you can really look at this space. I think most of the time you'd put the bed with the headboard there, but you do have options. Huge walk-in closet here. Another more standard size closet here. Practically a walk-in. You can walk in. I'm not walking in, but you can. Should we pop out here for a sec? I think we should. Doing this with one hand is always a challenge. There we go. Look at this. This is heavenly. Oh, it got warm. Looking out over your gardens. There's that side yard I keep talking about because I'm obsessed. I mean, like, who's gonna say no to this? Did it with one hand. So this is the primary bedroom, and attached we have a primary bath, of course. So it is en suite, 2 sinks. This door is to the hallway. So there's that foyer. You can come in this way or through the bedroom. I like that. If you don't want people using this, you just keep that door locked. And then we've got a bath shower here. Nice and white. Toilets on this side. Nice window to the back there. Letting all that light in. Sorry, it keeps blipping. I don't know why it's doing that. I have full signal. I swear that the internet and my phone don't like each other. I think I need a new phone. This is not that old a phone. It's very painful. This is just sort of a catch-all, like linen or, you know, whatever closet here, right outside of the primary bedroom. Now I'm going to take you to 2 more bedrooms and a bath. So we've got another nice bedroom here. I love all these angles. It feels so cozy, almost like a vacation home. But it would be nice and easy to get furniture in here because these angles are sort of placed correctly, and you've got full clearance for the closet door. Nice window out to the front here. And exactly 0 cars have driven by. I mean, that's how quiet this is over here on Holly Glen. Look on a map if you're not familiar. Not everybody knows this street. I only knew this street because literally this was my sister's friend's house growing up. So we would pick her up for basketball. Otherwise, even having, I'm not sure that I would have known where Holly Glen was. It's really a nice hideaway. Look at how pretty this is. Love that wood trim, nice big walk-in closet in here. So much storage in this home. We haven't even talked about the basement yet. I really, really love these spaces. Okay, sorry, I lost you for 1 sec. Let's try and show you this bathroom. So nice full bath here. This is between the 2 bedrooms, so everybody's got equal opportunity here to get to the bathroom. Nice window. Everything is neutral, white tile. I'm having one of those days where it's so bright outside there. See how it took a minute to adjust? Sometimes the interior can look really dark when I've just passed by a window or something. And it is really bright in here. These lights are not on. Hallway lights are not on. A lot of natural light. And then remember, this was that first bedroom we went into of the 2. Now, this door here is a 3rd floor. And it is finished. I hope I don't lose signal. If I do, I'll run back. Look at this. This is currently in use as an office. Could absolutely be a bedroom. And I don't think, I would have to find out, but I don't think this is counted as square footage because it was an attic and it doesn't, I don't think it's counting. Now, I'm not gonna go in here because I see that I'm very low on bars. Storage in there, classic attic. Let me turn this around so I don't die on the stairs. Not today anyways. Going back down. Let me point this down so you can see where we're going. So I don't want to spend too much time up there again because I know my signal is a little bit weak upstairs and I didn't want the tour to end. But if you go again, meet with this Matterport. If you check the Matterport, you will see how this all fits together. And if you had someone, I'm thinking of like my 13-year-old son's like just wanting his own space, I'd be like, 5th bedroom, go. So we're back downstairs in these lovely spaces. We're gonna try to do the basement here. I tested it before. Okay, as I was saying before it cut out for a second, I did test the basement signal. It appeared that we had enough Wi-Fi. Let's give it a try. This basement is multi-part and has so much to offer. First room we come to is this one. New floor down, lots of storage. I mean, like playroom, rec space, additional living room. So that's on one side of the stairs. On the other side, another finished room. Now, this is where things get really interesting, and I hope this doesn't cut out. There's another room back here. So craft room, additional like guest space. It's got a heater in here. Storage right there. Storage over here. plus, I had this light on and it turned out, door up and out to the back. So for getting things in, this is so super easy. And are you like, where's that other full bath you told me about? It's in here. So there's a shower, toilet, and a sink down here. So if you did want to set someone up to live or stay down here, they've got their own bathroom. That's the other side of that little thing I said, storage in here. This is where like the hot water heater is. And then we've got laundry through here. Fridge, all kinds of good stuff here. And sorry I'm moving quick, I just don't want to lose my signal. So truly flexible opportunity in this basement. So much to think about. I'm gonna go back up because I have to take you outside. Back through because I have been wanting to go outside since the minute this tour started. So now I don't believe it's subdividable. I think it doesn't quite meet requirements, but what it does meet requirements to do is to continue to build off of this home. And if you wanted to build a garage or extend the home off of this side, township is not going to object to that. I believe they did sort of give a no. All right, we are back. I apologize about that. I finally just switched over to cell service. As I was saying, the township sort of gave a preliminary nod to being able to build this way off the home. So if you wanted to put on a garage, I mean, this home, that's the one thing it does not have is it doesn't have a garage. It has a nice big driveway. You could put a 2-3 car garage off the side, connect a driveway to it. I don't see why that would be any issue. Of course, you'd want to consult with the construction office rather than just me saying so. But as far as I know, it meets requirements. And I will say the construction office at Cherry Hill is lovely. They are so helpful when you call. Sometimes you call like a government office and they just treat you like you should have known before you called. And you're like, no, I don't know. That's why I'm calling you. They are so nice. The whole administration right now is just lovely and so user friendly. So if you have a question about not just this home, but any home, like, hey, could I do this? Give a call. They'll sort of lay it out for you like, yes, no, maybe. Here's what you would need to do. Because this opportunity, guys, look at that. And I would say same goes for a pool. I think it absolutely meets requirements for a pool. You could do some fencing around all or part of this. I love these trees, this line of trees. You see how there's like 4 in a row of those nice, I think they're pine. It just feels, it feels kind of like New England-y. I don't know why I think that. And then let's take a look at this backyard too, because the backyard is great. Imagine that this wasn't here and you just had this. It's great. This is a big backyard. They've got lovely gardens here. If you're not a gardener, all of this can go away. You don't have to keep it. People sometimes, like, they say they feel bad. It's like, no, don't feel bad. You know, it's not everybody's thing. I'm not a gardener. But this is pretty nice. Good setup here. So if you wanted to, it's right here. Nice shed out there. That is in as-is condition, but great to have. Got a little bit of shade over here. I'm imagining like you could do a fire pit right there on that concrete pad. Put some chairs around it. Look at this house. Look how pretty this is, you guys. So that was just right. It's been so nicely maintained and loved through the years. It's a really, really special home. and then back in through the 3-season room. And can you, so, you know, I know I walked you through like, oh, you could convert part of this. Imagine you keep it, and imagine that you, okay, it's official. The Wi-Fi hates me here. I don't know what's going on. I'm so sorry. I hope you've enjoyed this tour. I think it's trying to tell me that we're done. Stay tuned for news on whether or not this will be another open house. I don't have that answer. It's Monday. We usually try to decide by Wednesday, Thursday. It is for sale and for rent. Again, giving preference to the sale, just, you know, probably through the end of this week, and then turning our attention to that possibility. You can come see it for either. You can book it to look at for a private showing for sale or for rent. DM me with questions. Thank you guys who tuned in today. I saw you. Thank you for watching and being here with me. And we'll see you at the next one. Everybody have a great week. Enjoy this weather. I think it's going to rain the rest of the week, but we got a beautiful day today, so go enjoy it. I'm Eliza. I'm the listing agent with Prisma Homes, KW Cherry Hill. I'll see you at the next one. Bye.